Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. I have received an urgent message from my cousin Netta here, who told me to get to Mirkwood right away because there's something really nasty going on here. So I have to drop my little search for the Company of the Ring for a few moments and hope I could deal with this quickly. Well, Netta, this better be good.
Could I take a moment of your time?
I wouldn't call you here if we're something good. Pineleaf, I've heard that there are harbingers of the dead spotted by the elves here in Mirkwood, and that they've taken over Dananglor again. You must go strike against Dananglor and get rid of those harbingers right away. Harbingers of the dead. I presume they're some sort of threat to the Company of the Ring, so let's head off to Dananglor.
Here at Dananglor, the enemy holds and interrogates those they have captured in battle. The prisoners must be rescued swiftly.
Yes, they must be rescued swiftly. Let's see if we can find them and rescue them. Deal with these. Oh, Marival. Also saw an echo of death over there. And of course, this Harbinger. Yes, we've got the Harbingers of Death event going on here on the Legendary server. And I figure I should do one of the skirmishes there online, even if most of them obviously are going to be done off camera because there's absolutely no way I'm going to spend a month doing Harbingers and putting my quest for the company on hold, of course. But I could run a few of these in the background while running everything else. It started a couple of days ago. And it's continuing on its way. Alright, there we go. Now, I'm going to need, obviously, something to eat. I'm also going to need to level up a little bit so I can get the next tier of food. There you go. Now, come and get me! Try to remember where the Harbingers are located in the... Oh, hello! For this skirmish. I guess I'm about to I'll find that out at the worst place. I'll stand right next to the spawn point when they get spawned. Most likely. There you go. Anyway, Harpersville Omen. Those are nasty little bosses that are popping up in various skirmishes. And there's a rotation as to which skirmishes. Technically, they say that they're in Dol Guldur for the Mirkwood one, but story-wise, I didn't think it would be very good have her sending me to Dol Guldur right now, which is why I chose the Dananglor one as the ideal one to do. That plus the Dananglor is relatively fast one. You think you might put you through reaching of the Necromancer's Gate, which can get a little bit long sometimes? Of course not. There you go. South entranceway has been cleared. Come and get me. Ringalad. Well, results can be amusing sometimes when you're dealing with Ruingalad. I think I'll also take a little snack there if I'm going to eventually face Ruingalad here. Yes. I really love these flaming balls here. Make sure I didn't accidentally summon Ruingalad there. You don't want to... Well, I suppose if you want a little bit of extra challenge or something like this, you might summon Ringalad at the same time. Now, I must admit that I don't always go after this particular one. And this is the reason. Ouch, 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 ouch. And let me then get a little bit less seared there. And now I'm doing it. Actually, I'm probably not in tanking stance, right? Because I'm soloing and all that stuff. So it's possible I'm not in tanking stance, which would help me to survive this. This is probably a good one to do in tanking stance. Simply, Ringalad has a reflect. It's, what is it, 25% these days? Yeah. So you either need a good amount of fire mitigation or some sort of healing in order to get through this one. There you go. Done! One less Ringalad to worry about. Now, let's see. That's right. Because I guess force a habit of coming around this way because I'm used to going around that way to meet the counterattack. But since Ringalad was here, I decided to stay back. Now, I presume that Flax must have been, yeah, was on the little fireball, which is why the troll healed it. But I guess if the troll spent time healing a little bit of flame, then it wasn't hitting me, which I suppose is good. Where is the... Ah, there you are. Hello. I didn't see you in all of this. There you go. Now, does the Harbingers come up when you take the last of the flags in this area or something? Good question. It's been a year since the skirmish event, so there are a couple of the Harbinger locations that... Oh, well, hello, big brute. Ouch. Double ouch. Yes. Oh, we could unshield myself. Oh, let's see. Now, let's see if I can at least get the bleed off before it tries to stun me. That way, if it's bleeding, I can at least do some damage if he knocks me out. There you go. Another one! Really? Let's just slow it down at least. If it spends its shield time running towards me, then it's not as bad because I won't be hitting it all that much then anyway. Yeah. Shield's down now, right? Yeah, shield's down. Alright, good. Hey, ouch, 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 ouch. Alright, well, that's done. Still no sign of the Harbingers. I'm guessing... See, it's going to be... It'll have to be either at the point in which you've taken all 3 flags, or I think it would have been easier to code for it to be when you take the flag that's in the room beyond this one that we're here. So not this flag, but the one after that, would you, I guess, since the 3 flags out here could be taken in any order. They do keep track of when you've taken all 3. All right. Oh, okay, the Harbinger arrives now. Okie dokie. So, oh, and the Harbinger is right there. Ooh, Lostarn the Imprisoned. And based on past experience, he can be as much of a pain as... The Harbingers tend to be on the, let's say, tough side. Essentially then, is if you don't feel like going against the Harbingers, avoid the skirmishes that are the daily ones today. Of course, it's the Mirkwood skirmishes. See. We had the Moria ones. I think it was yesterday where we had the Moria ones. Let's see, the day before we had... Oh, there you go. Alright, that takes care of that. So we've had the Moria ones already. We had the one with Attack at Dawn. Right, because they had Survival Barrel Downs. I think they were called the Wild Ones or something like this. We had... Oh, yeah, I think we had Attack at... I think I remember doing Attack at Dawn and Fort of Bruin in with the Ill Omens thing. We still haven't done the ones in the Strongholds of the Free People, so I guess that one will have to be tomorrow then, because I've seen no sign... Oh, wait. I missed an encounter. We can't miss the encounter, right? Oh, just in time. It'll give us a couple of seconds where it could do some really powerful hits on him before he gets his reflect up. Now his reflect reflects Common, Western Nest, Ancient, Dwarf, Make, and Fire. Yeah, I'm doing Western Nest, so he will reflect. Now they did nerf this thing. I think it's only 15% now, but... Right, yes, it's only 15% now. But even so, people have been known to kill themselves by while fighting these things, even after the nerf. Alright, there you go. Into here. And to the boss. Please help me. Looks like you get a reprieve, Vathrandir. I don't know who you are, but I presume you're here to rescue these poor lost souls. But I am not done with them, and I do not take kindly to interruptions. Well then. You dare to take on my wrath? Well, you just threatened me, so... I guess I'll have to. Dananglor will be your grave. That's what they all say. I am not yet finished. Now you are. There you go. Thank you for your aid. We can leave free and in peace now. Good. Thank you. There you go. And we're done. See? Back in time for tea. Now, let's go and see about that orc that's wielding a stolen sword. I think I found the Orc Camp. Now let's see if we could find the orc we're seeking. Well, I did find an orc. He doesn't look like he's wielding a good quality sword there. It looks sort of like a spiky club. And this one has an axe, which apparently is planning on trying to use to embed into my head. And I'll just have to stop him from doing that. Hey, is there an orc around here with a really nifty looking sword? No? Alright. Just checking, just checking. Boy, some people just don't like questions. That's definitely not a sword. Hold on. Look at that! An orc with a sword. Well then, I think it's time to take it away from him. We'll have to check the quality and make sure it's the right sword later on. Yikes! Alright, now, let's inspect the sword as soon as I'm out of combat here. Assuming I could evade these axe blows. There you go. Now, yeah, this looks like the right one. Unless they've been stealing swords all over the place. Hello, is this the sword you spoke of?
Ah, you did it. I will hold on to the sword for now.
Yes, it brings me joy to my heart to know that the orc will no longer wield the stolen sword. Well, that orc is no longer going to be wielding any type of sword in the near future. Now, whom did he steal it from, I wonder? I would say that this is from Gondor, though it does not have much in the way of ornamentation. I will hold on to it for now. It could use a good cleaning. Perhaps it will drink orc blood again, as it was intended to do. Thank you, Pineleaf. By wresting it from the clutches of that orc, you have restored a measure of this blade's dignity. Well, you're welcome.
You do not think I remained here in idleness, do you? Because I did not.
No, you didn't? Right. I went hunting as well, but I did not go hunting stag or elk or fowl. Nay, my hunt was for foes of my people, the orc and the uruk. Well, I was killing some of those too. Yes, in the woods I found two such creatures discussing a recent battle. I thought they spoke of the orc ambush that troubled this very camp, but then they spoke of a mighty hero that cut down dozens of their numbers. At that moment I leapt in the concealing bushes and slew them, shouting, To your sorrow he returns!" Afterwards, I decided they probably spoke not of me, but of someone else. There is another glade to the far southeast of here, at a narrow place between the cliffs and the great lake. That might be the one which they spoke. Go there and see what there is to see. I want to know what happened to this hero mightier even than Wilfrith. Wilfrith. Yes, Wilfrith. Well, Wilfrith. Whatever your name is. Yes. Let's go. Now, we will look for that orc glade. First, I want to see about a certain arrow. I found a dead orc. Let's see if he has an arrow with him. Before the entrance to the dark cave lies the body of a fallen orc. It seems to have succumbed to his wounds before reaching to the dark safety of the cave mouth. Embedded in its leg, you find a red fletched arrow. This must be Uthlok's prized arrow. All right. Now, what kind of condition would that arrow be in, I wonder, after all this? Well, I will bring him back that arrow. That looks interesting, but let's speak to our friend first. Is this the arrow you spoke of?
You say the orc died in front of a cave entrance?
You found it! It looks like this is my arrow. It is the very best one I possess, and it was foolish of me to loose it as I did, but I was angered. Thank you for returning it to me. I will use more care in the days ahead not to waste it. I want to make sure it is spent on a worthy opponent, not on some retreating orc. You say that the orc died in front of a cave entrance? I'm curious about this cave that you discovered, Pineleaf. What more can you tell me of it? Well, it's a cave.
We don't know what might lie within that cave, but that fleeing orc wanted to get there.
Yes, I think you should go back to the cave mouth and investigate. Yes, you should finish helping out around the camp first, of course. I do not want to deprive my friends of your aid. And go investigate the cave. Once everything here is satisfied in our camp and is prepared for whatever the orcs may have stored in for us. I think actually I have finished everything here. So it's time to head over to the cave, which is where you'll find me in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.